We're gonna do the oil filter housing because that's leaking oil. I've just noticed that. Is that yellow paint or is that mouldy? No, it's mouldy, isn't it? Nice. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, sounds like your wallet. If you're putting your car back together and wondering, where did them two with the massive washers go on? It's there. So we'll put that up there. Try not to electrocute myself now. Yeah, and pretty much all of that is to get to them 2 bolts. I'm not tall enough. I am like a pygmy.
So what are you looking for, Chris?
A new project.
What's next?
Right. We're going to check. We got it running. It sounds all right, so we're happy with that. Although it probably, on the video, it'll still sound terrible, but it actually sounds all right. We're going to do the oil filter housing because that's leaking oil.
It's very common on
Very
minis.
common. And then I think, just for the crack, we'll do the thermostat housing because it is a bit wet down there. But I've checked the water pump's not leaking, the water pump's not leaking, so we'll leave that. The pipe's not leaking at the end where it goes into the back of the water pump. So hopefully we won't have to mess with that.
We saw evidence of leakage.
Yeah,
on
there
the
is a
side
bit.
of the
Yeah,
gearbox,
there is
so.
a bit. Yeah. So we'll do the thermostat housing. We'll do the oil filter housing, and then I think clean it.
Cool.
And then sell it.
The thermostat housing is annoying but easy enough.
Yeah, they're all right.
The
yeah.
oil seal, the oil filter housing seals.
It's a terrible job.
It is, because you gotta take the what do you call it, the cap off and all sorts, don't you?
You have to take a lot off, yeah.
The
But
front of the car
what we'll do is you can do it by just pulling the front forward.
Okay.
But that is a bit rough. So what I might do is I'll take the whole front end off, I think. So you can see what we're doing. Yeah. And then it shows you then how difficult it is to try and do it like this, where you can't really do it like this. I know people that have said they've done it like this, but for what it takes to take the front end off, we'll send it up. I've just noticed that. Is that yellow paint or is that mouldy? No, it's mouldy, isn't it? Nice. I keep finding new bits, look. So someone's obviously loved it, sort of. New shocks, new roll bar links. That is about it, though, to be fair. Taking the bumper off is a pain in the arse on these.
A few moments later.
Are you going to need my help?
What, to get this off?
You get a bumper off?
No, it should just fall off now.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Do you need me to hold it?
Yeah. Right.
Look at that, me doing work.
Got it.
Would you look at that? So what's the worst part about filming, Chris?
The worst part about filming?
No music.
No music. I don't know what I'm doing.
In terms of filming or car mechanicking?
Well, both, really. I sound really brummy on camera.
No, you sound really brummy in real life too, mate.
Fair. Oh. Sounds like your wallet. What else isn't there that normally makes it awkward? See if you can, come on, you've done enough of these with me. What isn't there that is normally there that makes it a pain in the arse to get this off? I shall take these bolts out while you think about it. What's normally there that isn't there?
Fog lights?
Nope. You're on the right line. There's something there on most of them.
I'm going to be upset when you tell me, aren't I?
Yeah. It's here, and it makes it really fiddly. And there.
Oh, washer jets.
Washer jet pipes.
Yeah, washer jet pipes, that's right.
Yeah, because it's not got
That is
Xenons.
a fucking pain in the arse.
Because it's just a pain to get it back through, isn't it?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Like, the rad looks all right. It's not brilliant, but it's in worse ones.
And he's on the floor again. I would find it really entertaining if he got really wet.
Wouldn't be the first time, would it?
That is somewhat disappointing.
If you're putting your car back together and wondering, where did them two with the massive washers go on? It's there.
As with most of these things, right, it takes as much, if not longer, to take things apart than it does to kind of fix the underlying fault, right?
Yeah, this is ridiculous. The amount of stuff you have to take off to get 4 bolts out is ridiculous. So if you take this off like this, the theory behind it is the whole rad pack comes off complete. So if you normally you got that turbo pipe that comes up here,
Yeah.
the big black one that we took out earlier. If you undo it there, if you undo the connection for these aircon pipes here and leave this in, the washer bowl and a few bits and pieces, and literally, apart from all these connectors that I haven't took off, so that they have sort of designed it so the whole thing comes off in one piece.
So you're wondering why we've done that? Because the oil filter housing, that's this jobby over here, right, is connected to the engine with 4 bolts and some rubber seals, which we'll show you in a bit. But they perish over time. But to get to this, we have to remove all of that.
Yeah, and I'm not going to say you can't do it, because some smart ass will say to me, yes, you can. But why would you? It's 20 minutes of your life to take the front end off. We've just done that in, what, 20 minutes?
Yeah, and look.
And all my knuckles are still intact.
Currently.
Yeah, so if anyone says you can, fair play. So then we've got to take this off.
That's the top heat shield.
Yeah, 1.5. Yeah, 1.5, mate. Yeah, that's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, let's have a nosy.
So we'll put that up there. Try not to electrocute myself now.
I'm sure the audience would love that.
That little bracket off. 90% of these cars that I work on, that have been worked on before somewhere else, that's not there. I see. One there. We need to do this anyway because that gasket's bollocksed as well, so we need to change that anyway.
I hope we've got one in stock.
I have got one.
That is crusty, brother.
You're not crusty, mate.
I'm impressed. I didn't expect that to come off.
Oh, I didn't either, to be honest. Okay. Yeah, and pretty much all of that is to get to them 2 bolts.
Essentially.
So obviously with that oil filter housing, you'd think oil. Obviously it holds the coolant as well. Hence why we drain the coolant out, but you always get that.
That metal thing Chris is holding on to, that is the oil cooler.
Yeah, it's definitely leaking. It's going to need a vacuum pump seal as well.
Brake clean is your friend.
Yeah. It's a bit nasty, that, isn't it?
It is rather.
We always said, didn't we, from the start, we're going to do another oil and filter on it after we've run it. Right, so we've took this off. And you can, this is your water chamber. Obviously this is the oil chamber. So that'll do for that. You'd be amazed how many of these I've seen as well, just absolutely siliconed. And it's all in here and you just think, what were you thinking? Yeah, so this is the seal kit.
Again, from our friends at Mar Motorsport.
From Mar Motorsport. They give you an oil filter seal, but we haven't, we've just put a new filter in it, haven't we, sir?
Yeah, and we're going to change the oil again.
Yeah. So that one goes in there with its little tab on. So just make sure it goes in nice and snug. Get your connectors out of the way. Don't twist the pipe round. We're going to do the cooler. I wasn't going to do the cooler, but we're going to do the cooler.
I hate T bits.
Why?
Because as soon as you say T30 or T20, you go, oh, I love a cup of tea.
Oh, I'll have a cup of tea, yeah. Just going to piss oil.
4 little rubbers. 4 little rubbers.
They've definitely never been done, so.
Yeah, they look squashed as can be. This is the not so sexy part of car mechanicking.
This is the only problem with doing it upright like this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If we'd have took the filter housing completely off and done it on the bench, you got less chance of them falling out. You have to commit to refitting it. Do you know what I mean? Just give it one last check, make sure they're all on. See how easy they fall off?
Yeah.
Okay, so your thermostat housing is there basically. If you don't know how this comes off, you look at it and think, it's not saying that. It's only 4 pipes and 2 little plugs. Until you realise, so the housing pushes into a plastic pipe that runs all the way along the back of there to the water pump.
Right.
And if you pull that out of that end, bad things happen.
Can we get out on camera?
What?
You're not what?
I'm not tall enough. I am like a pygmy. Does that offend pygmies? I don't know.
Yeah,
Sorry if it did.
What are you, 4'2"?
Yeah, I'm getting shorter as well, I think.
That's old age, mate.
I'm carrying you all the fucking time now as well.
Funny man.
Anyway. Right, this is the shit bit now. This is the awkward bit. This is what people will find really awkward, because it is really awkward. If you pull that pipe out of there, it's a shambles. It's really difficult. It's really awkward to get a new one in. And if you pull it out, you won't get it back in. You'll break it. Give it a good shake. And it will come. And just keep some positive pressure that way on the pipe.
Yeah.
And that has come out without moving it.
So that is...
And you can see there exactly where it's been leaking, look.
Oh, yeah.
In the seam, split in the seam. Obviously, coolant temp sensor.
Yeah.
And then this is basically ECU controlled thermostat. A pig of a job as well, this. So now then, we shall try and insert this into the hill. We've got a little bit of lube on it, not too much. Right, she's in. They never really tend to leak out the gasket, out the seal.
It's where the mouldings...
Yeah, the mouldings fail.
It's odd, isn't it? I mean, that's the trend of modern cars, right? You go away from cast aluminium.
Yeah, all plastic shite.
It's all plastic now.
Yeah, let's put the cap back on, I suppose. This thing on first. You'd be amazed how many of these you see with just no heat shields on as well. People must just get to this point and think,
I can't be arsed.
I can't be arsed now, yeah. So we are back to
where we were.
A point where it had run. Yeah, so we've sorted the 2 oil leaks, we've sorted the thermostat housing, all the pipe work's back on apart from the rad. We've cleaned up all the old oil, so hopefully we don't have any leaks, but if we do, we'll be able to see where it's coming from, because obviously we're still not even pissing driven it, have we? So it's literally outside and back, so yeah. I think there's no point in us filming putting this back on, is there? So I'll bang this back together in the morning, and then hopefully tomorrow night. You around tomorrow night? Oh, you're such a letdown. Well, hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to give it a little drive up. I'll put the plates in and give it a drive around the block and see what we'll see then what we've actually got, I suppose.
So what are you looking for, Chris?
A new project.
What are you after?
Well, You know when I had that Megane,
Yes.
that nice white RS250 that I really wanted, and I brought and spent loads of money on, and we went to the Nürburgring, didn't we?
We did.
We did. It was good fun, that. And then came back and decided I hated it, so I sold it. I want another one.
You only hated it because it wasn't modified.
Yeah, I should have I brought a cheap one, didn't I? Like, in typical me fashion. Where did we go for that? It weren't even far, was it? Telford. Yeah, so we went to Telford, didn't we? Brought one with a broken gearbox, thinking, it'd be a couple of £100 for a gearbox. £800 later for a gearbox, wasn't it?
It wasn't cheap.
And then we put a clutch in it and did the cam belt, and all of a sudden my cheap car weren't cheap anymore, was it?
No.
And all of a sudden it owed me, I don't know, knocking on the door of £7,000, I suppose.
Which is what it was worth at the time, wasn't it?
Yeah. But I wanted to put a cage in it and put seats in it and put wheels on it, and all of a sudden it would have just been, it'd have owed me £15,000, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, it went, didn't it? I sold it. Don't regret selling it, I suppose, because I think that car, I got my money back, I suppose. Well, I made a little bit, didn't I?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I want to buy the one that I should have brought before. But yeah, it was a cool car, wasn't it?
It was.
But it just weren't where I wanted it to be, and at that point in time, the prices started to drop a bit, so it had to go. Yeah, but now I think either that or a Clio. That Clio was cool yesterday, we saw it at the track.
Very cool.
Racing yesterday.
I remember going to the Nürburgring, and there was a whole bunch of us going, and I'm convinced you were the most comfortable man there and back.
Yeah, it was wicked. It drove great, yeah.
With the exception of the smell of rubber.
Because some silly arse put a set of part-worn fucking Toyo 888s in the back of my car, and it was 3,000 degrees all the way there. And yeah, it stunk all the way there. But it was good. It was a good trip, that. Good crack, that.
And they were brand new when they went in your car. They were part worn by the time I came back.
Yeah, true enough. But yeah, good crack. It did stink in my car all the way there. But yeah, no, it was good. It weren't, like I say, it weren't. I didn't not like the car. I just didn't want to spend any more money on that car because it weren't a proper cup, was it?
No, it wasn't.
It was a Lux, and we turned it into a cup, but it was never have held the value. So it was all right, that car. I did like, I didn't not like the car. I just didn't at that time. I just didn't want to spend any more money.
I think if it had a tune on it, I reckon a tune and it missed some suspension. If it had suspension and a tune, you would have kept that car, I reckon. You know, one of the things that I think is amazing is, I said in the first video, is you can you can polish a turd, and I think you've done a fantastic job.
I think essentially the thing with it is, I don't think it was ever as bad as we thought it was. No. And it hasn't took long, really, to
make it look better.
Yeah, I mean, I literally spent half a day with the polisher. We've put some wheels on it, which the wheels instantly transformed it.
It did. It made it look so much better.
I know they are the R53 wheels, but it instantly made it look better. Yeah, spent half a day with the polisher, half a day with the Hoover, and all of a sudden it don't look too bad, does it?
It doesn't look bad at all.
And it drives wicked, bang on.
And it looks really good.
Yeah.
I think, as I said, we wanted to turn this around relatively quickly.
Yeah. A
little profit for ourselves. Importantly, a cheap motor for someone. And you know what? Looking at the price, 2,595.
Oh, I know.
Well, yeah, or I know. But actually, that's a really cheap motor.
I think it's cheap. Yeah, I think it's cheap. Considering what we've done to it, if we had this car through the door as a job, to have all them jobs done, you'd have been sort of, I don't know, 1,400 quid probably plus VAT.
Yeah.
To have the chain, the seals, all the gaskets done. We've had, we cleaned the sump out and all that. I think probably knocking on the door of 1,500 quid bill that. So it's had, go and find another one for that sort of price that's just had all that done. I know the colour's probably not for everyone, but if someone was looking for just a Mini, weren't too fussed about the colour, but they wanted one that had, that's got a chance of being reliable for a little while, it's a cheap car, isn't it?
So we elected not to replace the interior.
Yeah.
Not because we don't want to, but we just couldn't find one anywhere.
I couldn't find one. It didn't clean up too bad. But again, I've changed the steering wheel because that steering wheel was terrible.
Yeah.
So I've changed the steering wheel. I mean, it literally like a couple of hours and it instantly looked better.
Yeah.
What we've got to remember is as well, we've spent a little bit of money on parts. We've spent quite a bit of time. There's a point where you're just changing stuff for the sake of it and it adds no value to the car. Yeah. And I think we'll sell the car at a reasonable price, and if someone wants to, that could be something that the buyer wants to do. And it's a little project, isn't it? It's for someone else. So we'll leave someone a little bit of room to potentially make it look a bit better even, and then make a little drink themselves.
You know, the camera just doesn't tell a true story, but the transformation of this car
it's amazing,
it's night and day.
But yeah, cheap car for someone, hopefully. I don't want it to sit around, so if someone makes me a decent offer, it can go.
We've got another project. We need another project.
Yeah, we'll just move on and do something else. Yeah. I don't know what yet.
Hopefully not a Mini.
No, there'll be some more Mini stuff. Well, we've got
a Corsa that needs an engine transplant.
So the Corsa video will be interesting for people that buy and sell cars.
So the yellow Mini's gone.
Yep. The yellow Mini went really quickly as well.
So quickly, we didn't even get a chance to film it on the way out.
It was a strange one. Yeah, I thought it'd hang around for a little while. I didn't put it up at like mad money, like we said we weren't gonna. But I drove it for a few weeks, on and off, and it was a good little car. Do you know, it drove really well.
And look, the mileage was 67,000.
Yeah, 68. I think by the time it actually went, I did a few miles in it. But yeah, it was a good little car, that. So we stuck it on our Facebook page, and literally a man went, "I'll have that." So, and I didn't even get a chance to film it going or film a outro or anything, but yeah, it sold really quick.
So we thought we'd do a little bit of a tot-up of what it cost us, and in parts, obviously, labour is something that isn't included in here, but take that away from it.
Yeah.
We thought we'd, starting off with, we paid $250 for the car.
Yeah.
And then timing chain, rocker cover gasket, oil filter, coolant, oil filter housing, gasket.
Yeah.
Some seal,
valve stem seals,
thermostat housing.
I'll put that in at that, so that I had them wheels and tyres. But if I'd have sold them wheels and tyres to someone rather than sticking them on that car, that's what I'd have asked for them. So I've put 250 quid for them. MOT, fresh MOT, straight through the MOT, no advisories, no nothing. Valet, I spent a couple of days cleaning it, but again, we're not including that. The steering wheel, again, I had one kicking about, but if you were going to buy one off eBay, they're about 40 quid. So yeah, realistically, we spent in actual money, we spent £889 and 13 pence on it, if you like, and it walked out the door in about 3 days for $2.5 grand.
So that's not bad. I'd do those every day.
Yeah, can I have another 30 of those, please, if anyone's got one? But yeah, done all right out of it, to be fair. And to be honest, once I'd cleaned it, which obviously you can see it was a different car. It was a different car.
I didn't think we'd be able to manage to get it to look so good.
Well, we didn't, did we? No. You sat at home and I did it.
No. But yes, essentially, I think I was in Crete actually.
Yeah, I think you were on holiday. Yeah.
So that's the end of the Project Mellow Yellow series.
Yeah.
Next week we'll have something new out, different car. It might not be another series like this. Might be an individual video, just a one-off piece of work. We have another project car which we're working on at the moment, which will be a multi-episode series. Currently we're waiting for bits to come back.
Yeah.
And we'll start reassembling that, and you'll probably get that video in 2 or 3 weeks' time, I should think.
Thanks everybody for watching so far. Yeah, leave a comment, let us know what you think.